One of the things you really got to get comfortable with if you want to be successful in life, and this is true of business, it's true of relationships, it's true of fitness, it's true of really anything that's worth doing, is that winning doesn't actually feel like winning. It doesn't, right? That's a figment of Hollywood, and it's a figment of your imagination. Winning is never going to feel like ascending a mountain and looking down at the valley below, right? It's never going to feel like winning an NBA championship or anything like that, right? It's never going to feel like a slam dunk. Winning doesn't happen when somebody recognizes you as a winner. It doesn't. It happens long before that. It happens when you're sitting there in front of a blank page, you want to write a book, and you get that word out. But not only do you get the first word out, you get 1,000 words a day for the next 100 days, right? That's winning, is actually sitting down and having the discipline to write every night, right? Or morning, or whenever you're doing it. Winning isn't having six-pack abs. It's waking up and doing cardio. It's eating flavorless food, right? I mean, some of you I'm a good cook, so I never had to eat flavorless food, but you get what I'm saying. It's eating things you don't want to eat and not eating the things you really want to eat, right? Winning in business is the worst of all, because there's nobody there to pat you on the back. You're not going to be able to look in the mirror to see six-pack abs or anything like that. You might be able to look at your bank account, but often that's not even the case. Winning looks like, in business, looks like solving problems. It looks like you answering customer complaint emails, and I like to call it turning that frown upside down, making sure that customer who was unhappy becomes happy, right? Winning looks like, in my business, solving an issue on the factory floor, right? Sometimes after you're solving that issue, you are greasy, you're disgusting, you're covered in metal chips, and but you solved the issue. And then winning is also coming home dead tired and then waking up early so you can come in and do it again the next day, right? Winning sometimes is you feeling like complete ass, like you're the worst person in the world, you're never going to be successful, but then moving forward and not quitting, right? Not listening to that devil inside of your head who's telling you that you're worth crap. Believe me, I've been through a lot of that, right? In relationships, winning doesn't look like the perfect date with your spouse, right? Winning is actually being there when she's got a problem and she wants to complain about it, or I should use the word complain, she wants to talk about it, and then being there to support her, right? Winning is a lot of times figuring out how you're not going to kill each other, right? Figuring out how you're trying to keep her from annoying you, and you're trying to keep yourself from annoying her. Winning sometimes is making sure you're picking up your socks off the ground after you leave them, right? That's winning in a relationship, and that's one of the things, and again, this channel is not for me to be famous, which is why I'm on here looking like a fool. It's for me to give advice, hopefully, to the children I've yet to have, because as you can see, I'm an old man, and I'm hoping I get to have kids. But I know there's so many of you out there, out of the 30 people who are going to see this, that are constantly seeking that feeling, right? And a lot of us, I've never had that whole stood on a mountain moment, right? When I'm looking down at the people I've vanquished, and I think so much of our culture glorifies that, but that's not winning. Winning's doing the difficult thing not just once, not just a couple of times, not just when you feel good, doing it even when you don't feel good, and doing it every single day until little by little you've built something up for yourself. Or you've, more importantly, if you're really gonna, this is the real secret, if you're really gonna get anywhere in life, you haven't built it for yourself. You've built it for other people. You've built it as a service to the world, to the people around you, to your family, to your coworkers, to your employees. Right? The reward is not even for you. The reward is so that others can benefit from the work you've done. And that's business, right? In fitness, it's waking up every day and doing that difficult thing, not eating the cake, going out there and doing some cardio, lifting some weights so that you could be around for your kids when you're older. That's the important thing, right? I'm telling you guys this because there's so many days where I was trying to just get started out back when I was doing personal training thing, but there's so many days, even now, running a company, leading a company, a position I never thought I'd be in, where I'm like, shit, did I win today? I don't feel like I won. But you have to remind yourself of this, all right? All that crap that Hollywood puts in our minds about winning, that's BS. If you truly want to win, it's not a sprint. It's not, winning a wrestling match or anything like that. It's doing the difficult thing every single day that you don't want to do and continuing to do it on a regular basis. All right. That's all I got for today. Video journal. If you guys got questions, you got things you want me to talk about, ask me. I have nothing to sell you. I'm just here to make a fool of myself. Well, I'm not making a fool of myself. This is something that I've always wanted to do. It's something I've been thinking about for a while, since I stopped doing YouTube years ago. Just doing YouTube for the hell of it, and making a mark so that someday when I'm not here, the people who love me can look back and kind of see some of my thoughts. Maybe they can laugh at them and see how stupid they were, but maybe they'll get something out of it. All right, guys,